Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pass Heavy! We did the NFL Returns last time because we had been waiting on a good update on this game and they finally did it, so we can continue my story. Season 5. Still a 92. Takes a little bit to upgrade, that's for sure. But that's okay. I'm going to take the Texans to the top, and if I don't get a Super Bowl, I don't. Hey, Sexy.
Hey, Sexier.
I can hear you way better now. That's a lot better. I'm also on stream.
Yes, I can hear your voice is echoing on it.
Simulate. Welcome to the stream. Shoot a follow if you like what you see.
It's week 9 of the NFL, and our spotlight is on Michael Pittman, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Texans and the Hawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Myers in motion right. And they'll fake it down the jet sweep, but instead, here's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week that takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. play action. They'll throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Touchdown! Jakobi Meyers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jakobi Meyers with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So
He threw the interception on the previous drive, but that only led to 3 points. Defense held him to a field goal. They're still working with a lead here as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on blitz.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Myers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe...
So here are the Texans to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain of 22. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Swift. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Caught on a slant. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll start here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Once again, it's Swift. Able to slip. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been... And now out comes Houston. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now...
Let's go now.
Now a give, right side Swift. A solid stiff arm. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Texans are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is... And here comes the Texans now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive. Slot man moves right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loud.
It's Week 10 of the NFL. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Texans and the Titans. So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught. It's Jakobi Meyers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guy...
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL. Well, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only did it all this season because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Texans! Jakobi Meyers. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how...
And he got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had 3 touchdown passes. Back to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
Past the half. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And again, it's Chubb. Breaks a tackle. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Back to throw here. That's caught by Myers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's working relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 8 yards out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves,
Houston set to take over.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
All right, here we go.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part.
That is game.
That's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And they'll indeed take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee in the game, that means you've won. It doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road.
Put your hand deep in it.
Extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've
You might have
seen.
fell out.
Chalk this one up in the left-hand column.
It's the only thing that could have happened.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only
Pour on your pants or on inside out.
Charles, but a clean one too. No
you got a tail.
Contest. I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other.
I'm sorry, it's funny. You got a tail. Oh, look, you found him. Daddy kitten, I love you. Yeah, you got a tail. I love you. You're cute, you know it. Overall 93.
They are 12. Where is Baby Mommy? Where is Baby Mommy? Daddy, where is Baby Mommy?
She's at work. You know she works while you sleep. To make money. Alright, take your pants off. Anybody else tells you to do that, you beat them up. They say take your pants off, you tell them no. My daddy said no. You call my daddy. And if they tell you your daddy said yes, you tell them no, he didn't. My daddy would never say yes to that. That's gross. Unless it's a girl doctor at school.
It's a girl